Hi everybody, my name is David. This is part 2 of my question and answer videos. You missed part 1, please go back and watch it. I'm going to jump right in. I'm answering people's questions to help them heal with trauma. Please ask me anything you guys want down in the description box. And please tell us all your locations. Where are you? So Solid Cat Inc. didn't tell us where you're from. Please tell us your location, Solid Cat Inc. next time. Thank you. Question. Could a narcissist know that he has NPD, be consciously aware that his actions devastate his woman, and discard her as a way to save her from himself? I think he tried to warn me that he isn't good for me. Well, could? I think so. I don't know. I don't want to give him that much credit, right? It's a cop-out. It's BS. It's I hate myself, and soon enough, you will too. Get away from me. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to get close to you and lose you. You'll hate me just like I hate myself, like everybody hates me. Okay, it's a warning. You'll get these all the time. People will tell me all the time, oh, I should have listened to him when he said I'm horrible and all this stuff. I'd listen to it. I don't think he was really looking out for your best interest. Okay? I think that this is a fear of abandonment that he has. Okay? He can definitely know he has NPD. Narcissists typically know there's something drastically wrong with them. Okay? As they grow up in late childhood, early adulthood, they start to realize that they're different than everybody else, and they don't want you to know. He is probably consciously aware that he hurts you bad, and probably tries to. He discards you as a way to save her from himself. He discarded you because he knew you were going to abandon him. And maybe you weren't going to, but that's what fear of abandonment does. It's perceived abandonment. Okay? They could leave you because you became famous. They could leave you because you became successful. They'll leave you because you got a job promotion. All of that means you're going to leave me. You're better than me. Okay? That's what I think. Okay? You said, I think he tried to warn me that he isn't good for me. Well, he knows he's not good for you. He hates himself. Okay? I know that sounds contradicting when they start telling you how important they are. That's ego, not how you feel about yourself. Okay? And yeah, I'd take that as a legit warning and stay away from him. But I think it's different. The reason I think it's different than where you're going. Thanks. Bob from Boston. Thank you, Bob from Boston, for telling me your location. Thank you. Bob says or asks, according to many dating coaches, if you display weakness with women, they all take on narcissistic traits. Is this true? Well, when you start saying all, no. Because I don't think all women take on narcissistic traits no matter what you do to them. Narcissism also is somewhat of a spectrum, so we're all kind of on there. I always thought a decent person would just work on or end things in a decent, honest manner. I am healing now, but I have to know the answer to this question. Again, if you display weakness with women, they all take on narcissistic traits. Well, first of all, what's weakness? Vulnerability? Because anybody that thinks vulnerability is a weakness, stay away from them. Okay? You have to be vulnerable for any relationship to grow, to be loving, to function. Any relationship you have with people, you must be vulnerable. You have to take a chance to get hurt to move forward. If you don't take this chance, then we stay right here, stagnant. Okay? I love these dating coaches on YouTube. Most of them are sick. And I won't even accuse them of being sick. What they're doing is sick. So let me ask you, Bob, would you want a woman who preys on guys that show weakness anyways? Right? That's ridiculous. Who cares? I don't want a woman like that anyways. I want to be vulnerable to a woman, and I want a woman to appreciate that. And I want her to be vulnerable with me. It's a good thing. These coaches think it's a bad thing. So he's teaching you how to get women with narcissistic traits, that take on narcissistic traits, right? That's like saying, try to use an analogy. I really like this girl, but she hates my nose, so I'm going to go get plastic surgery. Well, if she loves you, she doesn't care that much about your nose. That's where she's putting the importance on your physical attributes and looks. And so you think just getting plastic surgery is going to make it all better? No. Hope that makes sense. Oh, my girlfriend really likes money, so I need to get a third job. I already had a second job. That's not enough. I need a third job. Well, is that the kind of woman you want? That's the kind of woman you're going to get, Bob. What kind of woman do you want? Why don't you figure out exactly on a piece of paper? This is stuff I do with my clients. And we write out a standard list. What are your standards, Bob? Instead of whatever her standards are, what are yours? Let's live by your standards instead of you trying to live by hers. Okay? You just go find someone that meets your standards, not someone trying to meet your standards but doesn't. Just like you don't want to go date a woman that you don't meet her standards and you're just trying. Yeah? How about that, Bob? You know, dating coaches are hilarious. How about relationship coaches? Doesn't tell you how to have a relationship, right? Just how to date. What are you trying to do? Just go out with them a few times, trying to get in bed with them, right? That's what I see most of these dating coaches do. This is how you get a woman, or I love this. This is how you get someone back that just ditched you, ghosted you, abandoned you. This is how you get them back. They make millions off this crap. Millions off this crap. It's disgusting. Go look at how big those channels are. Just huge. Saying, oh yeah, this is the trickiest way to get someone back. Don't just tell them you love them. Don't just say I would like you back and I feel sad and lonely. Though that's a weakness. That's a weakness. They'll prey on that. Yeah, none of that crap works. None of it works. And I don't think you need some douchebag on a YouTube channel to tell you how to date women, Bob. Because dating's not the hard part. Relationships are. Okay? Dating's easy. Everybody just goes online, finds a date, goes out that night, right? That's easy. Neat. That's not the hard part, Bob. The hard part is relationships. What do you start doing after you two like each other? Because this is about people who don't like each other, isn't it? Right. So, find out your standards, find out what you like, find out what you need, find out your opinion, find out what you value, and start looking for other people like that. Because I'll tell you one thing, in this world, people are so different. Okay, Bob? Thank you for your question. It was great. Thank you. Teresa from Tennessee. Thanks for telling me your name. I kept calling you by your channel name. Tika-oba. I couldn't understand it. Thanks, Teresa. You say, what made you decide to start the channel? And it would be cool to see your very first YouTube video. Take care, Teresa, Tennessee. Thank you for saying it'd be cool to watch my first video. My first videos was a series of videos I did about a toxic, bad relationship I had. And I privatized those for personal reasons. And so by popular demand, just last week, I made a video about my life story. And if you guys are interested, you can just go on my videos. It's just a couple back. It says my story. It was just last week. I put it out Thursday. So thank you for asking. And I had a lot of people asking me about my life story and stuff like this. And how did I get into this and the channel and all that. So please feel free to go watch that video, Teresa, and anybody else. Thank you. And what made me decide to start the channel? I, like a bunch of you guys, believe that my story was unique. And I really, what was out there at the time I started my channel, I was like, man, I think I got a better grip on what most people are saying. And I think that we need some really beneficial stuff out there rather than just bad narcissists. We need to put them on an island and let them die. And, you know, it's not really that beneficial to people anymore. You know, what are you going to do, though? You know, that relationship's over now. So what are you going to do? Just keep talking about the old relationship? So I decided, and I started researching and studying, and I really found ways that I thought, like what I'm doing now, I really thought that I could help people big time. And I wanted to, because when I needed it, there was nothing. For all of you who've recently found this information and this, and you're watching YouTube channels and stuff, none of that existed. There was no YouTube channels, not one, about narcissism. I went to therapy and professionals that couldn't help, and it was awful feeling. I may forget what a lot of people did to me, but I'll never forget how bad I felt when I needed help and I couldn't find it. You know, it's like you feel so awful and someone says, hey, this is the only thing that can help you. And then you go see it and it's like, it's not helping me. It's just awful feeling. And so I feel like, hey, if I can just make a couple videos a week and it helps people that much, why not? Thanks for asking, Teresa. Keep asking questions. Keep asking more. And Rachel Lay. You didn't tell us where you're from, but I know. I know. I'll just say kind of southwestern United States. David, just thought of a question. Can someone be a narcissist but pretend or appear to be an empath with everyone outside of their immediate family? All they're doing is pretending. All they're doing. People that don't have a very defined self at all, like narcissists, borderlines, sociopaths, don't at all. All they're doing is pretending. They're pretending to even be themselves. Some people didn't understand that when I said that last time. That borderlines will even mimic themselves, pretend to be themselves, because that's really what they're doing. They're not just trying to mimic everyone. They're trying to be themselves, and they don't know. Narcissists hate themselves, so they pretend to not be themselves. They do everything they can to disconnect themselves, right? They block how they feel. They don't care what they need and want. They just blah, right? They navigate with just what feels good right now, what feels better. So, and I mean, we call this a community, right? The narcissist abuse recovery community, right? Everyone that makes videos about narcissists. I know of at least this many that are definitely disordered, 100% disordered, 100% toxic and abusive, and they pretend to be a victim, and they're here to help you. They're here to help you. What they really want is control of mass people to make them feel like they're okay. They can't control anything in their life. They want to control other people, okay? And if they can convince other people who they are, then that's who they are. If I can convince you I'm happy, I'm happy. There are many channels, and I'm not going to say who it is because that's a smear campaign, okay? Just like the channel that's been fucking making videos about me for years, nasty, and she acts like she's a victim of the same thing that she's doing to me. Makes no sense. So contradicting, it's insane. So yes, that's what narcissists are always doing. Not necessarily pretending to be an empath, but always pretending to be somebody, anybody, but who they really are, okay? The rest of your question. I know my mom is a narcissist, but she portrays to be so sweet and caring to everyone except for myself, my brother, and my dad. Yes, because she cares about image. She cares about appearance and status. She understands what everybody else cares about. So not everybody values the same thing you do, Rachel. We are all equal and so different. People do not value the same things you value. So you might value respect, self-respect, dignity and integrity and honesty. And doesn't mean your mom does, okay? And if your mom doesn't know who she is, she's going to always portray this, project and portray. I want you to accept me. She probably has fear of rejection. Narcissists have fears of all kinds, fears of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of commitment, fear of intimacy, fear of other people, period. What they do and won't do. Afraid of everything. Your mom's afraid. Your mom's scared. Your mom's, and this is just a real, this is ingrained in us more than almost anything. Okay? Is being exiled, not accepted. Because people are the most important thing in our lives for everybody. Maybe not some couple psychopaths, I don't know. But nobody can live without people. Everybody needs relationships. And the most important thing in our lives and narcissists are emotional needs. And they are dependent on others to do that. They don't know who they are. They hate who they are. So they try to block off who they are. They won't be vulnerable. They won't tell anybody. That's why they can't say sorry. They can't ask for what they want. So she portrays. If everyone thinks I'm a good person, I'm a good person. It's delusional. It's delusional, isn't it? I bet she rewrites the narrative. I bet her version of stories are just not true. Not close, not accurate at all. So skewed just to protect herself, to be a good person. And so she'll never admit wrong and she'll never change. It's easier to convince people I'm a good person. The psychopath, right? The psychopath will be horribly abusive to their family and be a pillar in the community. Or be horrible in the community and be somewhat of a family person. It's that dichotomy. Yeah. Now, I'm sorry, Rachel. The more you stay away from her, the less it'll affect you. Period. Thank you. And Serena from Southern California. Hello, Serena. The narc and I were dating for 18 months off and on with several silent treatments. Constant disrespect, blocking on Facebook and phone, blatant lies, triangulated with all his exes. Then the discard came 3 months ago. He used the stalk me and hoover me back. But now the tables are turned. Why am I the one being the stalker? Driving by his house. I don't want him back, but I don't want him with anyone else. What is wrong with me? Is this trauma bond that I feel? I need him to validate me? Well, this is the codependent relationship, right? The codependent relationship will tell you that once it's over, you still can't believe what they're doing. How dare they do that to me? And I know what you mean. How dare they say, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then you just go say it to somebody else? Well, I hate to say this, but the fact is they can really do whatever they want, I guess, right? I mean, it's over. When a relationship is over, we don't look at what they're doing now. We don't look at who they're dating. We don't look at what they're doing on Facebook. We try not to listen to what they're saying to other people about me. Okay? Is this trauma bond? Yes. It's an addiction, Serena. So we've kind of lost track and focus of what we want, what we need, how we feel, what we value, right? We've lost track of that. Yes, I finally got that little damn gnat that's been flying all over my face. I don't know if you guys saw that, probably not. Got it. This is the time, Serena, where we call upon everybody in our life and just say, I made the biggest mistake ever and I need so much help with it. Please be there for me. Please check on me. Please talk to me. And part of this is surrendering. Part of this is just accepting. Okay? If we keep this a secret and don't tell people, we're all alone now. And then we just focus on the person we're codependent with. Codependency is two people, not whole people, right? 50-50, right? Takes a relationship. 50-50 is two half people becoming one, right? You're responsible for how I feel. I'm responsible for how you feel. I'll take care of you. You take care of me. How dare you go be with another woman? How dare you? I know it's over, but how dare you be with someone? Is he never going to date again? I know that's probably what you want, what you think you want, but we've lost track with what we want. If he's abusing you, we don't really want that, right? If he can't give you anything you need, we don't need him. If he feels really bad, right, while you're around him, we don't really want him. What is that? What is that? It's addiction. It's addiction. We've got to find ways to naturally replace these hormones in our head. Okay? There are tons of natural ways to do this, but there's just nothing better than support. Somebody just holding your hand. Somebody just saying, I'm so sorry. A person that listens, that you get everything out so you don't hold it inside and be all alone. Something to help us understand that it's not our fault, so we're not bad people. Somebody to help us focus on ourselves, which the narcissists never did they? They didn't care about what you need, where you're going in life, what your goals and aspirations are and all this. They don't give a crap. They tell you to be quiet, shut up, you're annoying, clingy, needy. Ugh, you're tripping out, too emotional. It's like, I'm just a human being expressing myself. Yeah, don't do that. It's a narcissist. Don't express yourself. Just be this for me. Now you're the stalker. I made a video about this. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe one of you guys that have seen it will remember. But I have like 600 videos. It's so hard for me to go back and find these videos. But you keep, if you want to, you can try and find that video. It's It might be like, why am I the stalker? It was about, I had an experience where this person was just nasty to me for so many years, and then I started stalking her. I caught myself following her one time and watching what she was doing, and I caught her cheating on me, and I had, for some reason, thought I had to keep watching and keep seeing it. We've lost sight of who we are. We've totally lost sight of who we are. Working on yourself means being very clear with what you value in life, what you need, what you want, how you feel. Okay? Work on those things. But hire somebody else to do that with you. It's the best thing ever. Okay? I'm sorry. It's awful feeling. It must be. I know how awful it felt for me. I'm sorry. The bottom line is you see, you need to stay away from this person. So I'd find ways to do that. And the best way is support. I can't just tell you stay away from them, right? There are all kinds of things we can do. And this is what my coaching consists of. Start changing your environment totally. Commit to this by telling people. Start investing in it by buying things and doing things that show this. Good luck. I'm going to stop this video. Part 3 is coming soon. Love yourself first. Thanks, guys.